The Virgin Prostitute, a tale of redemption. Maria stood at the window of her small apartment, the city lights below flickering like distant stars. She had been in this life for a year now, ever since she had turned 18. To the world outside, she was just another face in the bustling streets, but to a select few, she was known as the Virgin Prostitute. Maria's journey began in a quiet village far from the city's neon glow. Raised in a strict household, she was taught that purity and virtue were her greatest assets. Her family, devoutly religious, held her to a standard she found suffocating. Dreams of escaping to the city filled her mind, where she believed freedom awaited. When she finally arrived in the city, reality struck hard. Money was scarce, and opportunities even scarcer. Desperation led her to a brothel, a place she never imagined she would find herself. Madame Leona, the brothel's matron, took one look at Maria and saw something unique. She saw an opportunity. "You're different," Leona had said, her eyes piercing through Maria's soul. "Men will pay a fortune for a girl like you. Untouched. Pure." At first, Maria recoiled at the thought, but the promise of money was too alluring. She agreed, but with a condition. She would never actually sleep with any of her clients. They could look, they could touch, but they would never take her virginity. And so, the myth of the virgin prostitute was born. Her clients were men from all walks of life. Some were curious, others were obsessed with the idea of defiling purity, but none dared to break the unspoken rule. For Maria, it was a strange form of control in an uncontrollable world. She wielded her untouched status like a shield, keeping the world at a distance. One night, a new client arrived. His name was David, a soft-spoken artist who had heard whispers of the virgin prostitute. Unlike the others, David wasn't interested in her body. He wanted to paint her, to capture her essence on canvas. Intrigued, Maria agreed. As weeks turned into months, Maria and David's sessions became more than just about art. They talked for hours, sharing stories, dreams, and fears. David saw beyond Maria's facade, seeing her for who she truly was. For the first time in a long while, Maria felt seen. One evening, after a particularly long session, David asked her a question that shook her to her core. "Why do you do this, Maria? You're so much more than what this place makes you." His words echoed in her mind long after he left. Why did she do this? Was it really for the money, or was it because she didn't believe she deserved anything better? That night, Maria made a decision. She would leave the brothel and start anew. She would reclaim her life. With the money she had saved, Maria found a small studio apartment and enrolled in a community college. She wanted to study psychology, to understand the human mind and help others who were lost like she once was. David continued to visit, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Years went by, and Maria transformed her life. She became a respected therapist, known for her empathy and understanding. Her past was a shadow she no longer feared but acknowledged as part of her journey. David's paintings of her became famous, each one telling a part of her story. One evening, standing in front of one of David's paintings at a gallery, Maria felt a sense of peace. She had walked a path few could understand, but she had emerged stronger. The title of Virgin Prostitute was no longer a shackle but a testament to her resilience. As she stood there, David joined her, slipping his hand into hers. "You've come so far, Maria," he whispered. "And I have so much further to go," she replied, smiling up at him. In that moment, Maria knew that her story was one of redemption. It was a reminder that no matter where we start, it's where we choose to go that defines us. And with every step forward, she chose to embrace her true self, leaving behind the shadows of her past for a future filled with light. Thank you for watching. Like and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe.